Just pulled up to the house. Don't feel like getting out.
Hey squaddies, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening whenever you're listening or watching. Hello. Be sure to check out memberships. And if you have time, check out my Amazon storefront, which features the exact or budget-friendly looks from our girl, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Thanks! Harry and Meghan are popular because they aren't boring or lazy. Whether you see Harry and Meghan visiting an exciting new country, an award show, a charitable event, or just out minding their own business while shopping or bike riding, people always get excited whenever they get a glance at the couple. They have this natural and intriguing aura about them that makes supporters and haters alike want to see more of them, hear more of them. And the fact that Harry and Meghan are legit with their causes. They just don't spend about 15 or 20 minutes with the people they're helping empty-handed, then fly off until another holiday or vacation. No. They continue to support by calling or remotely video chatting with the people that they're helping or supporting. They even send letters and cards, maintaining a genuine, authentic connection. And they look pretty darn good doing it. Meghan's fashion fits instantly goes viral and sells out like hotcakes on a Sunday morning, while Harry is also looking pretty hot himself in his attire. They give off positive and fun vibes with each other and anyone who's around them. They even give supporters the feels, and they're like thousands and thousands of miles away. I know I feel them whenever I see them online. They're youthful, friendly, and fun, not cold, dull, and dated. You'll never see William genuinely and naturally engaging and dancing with people unless it's trying to compete with Harry. It's always about competing against his youngest brother. He also knows that he will never outshine Harry despite having everything handed to him his whole entire life. He literally canceled his New York trip to New York just because he didn't want to be in Harry's shadow. Because, come on, let's be real. You know that Harry was raised to be in William's shadow due to being the spare. But it's the other way around. William the heir is Harry the spare's shadow. The heir is the spare's shadow. Do you hear that? Hey, it's the true reality we live in. And who's incandescent with rage about it? Harry's bald-headed brother and his dumble-eared deadbeat dad. Harry had to secretly fly to the UK for his uncle's funeral and was able to leave privately, or allegedly leave. We don't know if he left or not. I think he left already, but by the time this video comes out, who knows where he is. He's probably already in Montecito, hanging out with his wife and children and the dogs and just living his best life like he always does. Anyhow, he was able to, visit the UK to visit family and also say, goodbye to his uncle. And it's all due to his relatives who respects his wishes and of course cares for his safety. His deadbeat dad and insecure welfare royals of a family wouldn't care. They've been trying to Princess Diana him and Meghan ever since they escaped that hellhole anyway. And what kind of family acts like that? Wants what's worse for your child or sibling just to boost your own ego and have someone to look down at. If William attended that funeral, we would have already known about Harry being there that same exact day, probably that same exact moment, probably would have pictures all over the place, everything, videos. We would have already known. So he definitely wasn't there. And guess who had the most inquiries, by the way, throughout this entire scenario? Harry. There's even BS tabloid stories about the brothers secretly meeting because that will give William the full attention he wants. Harry gives him relevance. Yes, the spare gives the heir relevance. It's another reason why deadbeat Chuck have his goons spreading rumors about him wanting to reconnect with Harry after a religious moment or something to that extent. And don't even get started on the mumbling Kate and the horse Miller herself, Camilla. They just stand there being silent and dumb. And the Wetford Royals, they're so lazy that they're forcing other less important Wetford Royals to do their job, what the taxpayers pay for. They would rather enjoy the money without doing the job. I mean, how are you going to have a connection or anybody like or respect you if you don't want to make the effort into earning that respect? Because in the real world, respect is earned. And these entitled douchebags, I guess they feel as if they're quote unquote ordained by God, so by default they get the respect. They don't have to work for it. And that's why nobody cares about them. They don't. Well, except for, the minority amount of people who cares about Wetford Royals, that is. Harry and Meghan are the blueprint. I'll go further and say that Diana was just working on that very blueprint, and Harry and Meghan perfected it and is now benefiting off of it. And good on them. The Wetford Royals can cosplay the Sussexes until the cows come home, but they can never be them. Harry and Meghan are the people's royals, and as Deborah Reynolds said it best, the true royals for the people. And no hating the Ranger would ever tell me otherwise. That's all for this portion of the podcast. The next parts, it's the Wetford Royals. So, hit it, Horse Miller.
This podcast is sponsored by Homest,
where the breeze will lead you onto the lap of your very own married middle-aged father of two. Buy it at your local Sephora or at an available Amazon storefront today. Hey,
I'm still furious that Harold has even made it to that man's funeral without telling me.
I thought you no longer wished to speak with your brother.
Oh, shut up.
And you have to cancel the New York trip you were going to cancel anyway, as well as cancel any more outings that involved Kate.
I know what I've done. You don't have to repeat it unless you want an early termination. What are you doing in my office? Moping as usual. Harold tricked us again, and it made me look like the bad guy.
You make yourself look like the bad guy.
At least I'm not a deadbeat.
Harold is all ticket to the global admiration. If I pretend to want a relationship with him and show it to the press, it would make me, us, look supportive.
He doesn't deserve my time.
Yet you're using less important family members to do your job. If I had half your stamina and age, I'll be on a plane visiting a deserving country and the Commonwealth.
Tampon, baby. Meghan is investing in handbags that I even find appealing. I just need your approval in investing in my own handbags.
You don't need to invest in anything other than investing in being my queen.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, Camilla. Oh.
Pardon me, your highnesses, but did you request I take on some royal duties?
Yes, Sally.
It's Sophie.
You and my brother will visit the African countries.
Oh dear.
Someone has to.
William or Kate won't, despite William wanting to be the king of Africa. Africa is mine, not hers.
Then why not go?
I'm busy.
Doing what?
Getting pegged by one of his mistresses.
Why are you here, Kate?
To make your life miserable.
AI, Kate?
Not this time.
You look as if you've never been sick. Is it fresh Botox? A facelift?
Yes and yes. By the way, you definitely need more than Botox and facelifts.
Remind your husband to finish paying for your speech therapy, you mumbling idiot.
Whore?
Jezebel.
Ladies, not in front of the men.
Neither of you are apprised.
What about you,
boy?
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
And that's all for this podcast. and I hope that your days are full with blue skies, sunshines with positive vibes. I'd like to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Also, join the membership, as well as my Amazon storefront, and you can follow me on TikTok. My name is Deanna, and you're watching Thriving with the Sussesses. I'll talk to you soon.